Hi there, and welcome to the Paula Fiscal Show. My show airs on Sundays at 3 o'clock p.m. on Channel 29. It is also rerun on Channel 29 and 76. And we upload all of the shows to YouTube. So our motto on the show is stay informed. Sometimes we go through life in San Francisco ignoring some of the special activities that there are, and also there are so many clubs that are in San Francisco that we should be aware of. One of these clubs happens to be the San Francisco Breakfast Club. My guest today is Valeri Bocage, who is the president of the San Francisco Breakfast Club. We would like to welcome her, and she's going to tell us about the big 80th anniversary that's coming up. I also want to take this chance to let you know that I also have a Twitter account, a Facebook page, and when you go to the YouTube, please subscribe. We want to give a shout out to Ursula Marston, who has recently retired from her White Rose Boutique, who was one of the first people that brought me to the San Francisco Breakfast Club. So again, thank you so much for joining us, and we want to welcome Valeri. So Valeri, it's so glad to have you on the show today.
It's really great to be here, Paula.
Good. And so I want you to tell our viewers exactly what the San Francisco Breakfast Club is.
The San Francisco Breakfast Club is a social club, and it started in the 1930s. So it's been here for 80 years.
80 years?
80. I am so excited about celebrating 80 years at the Fairmont Hotel, which is one of the icons here.
And it started at the Fairmont also, or did it meet somewhere else to begin with?
Originally they met, because I wasn't here yet. So originally they met at the Palace Hotel.
On Market Street?
The Palace Hotel, yes.
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
They met at the Palace, and then they met a few times at the Intercontinental Hotel, the Mark Hopkins, and met at the Fairmont and decided this is home. So they've been there maybe about 75 years at the Fairmont Hotel.
And the Fairmont is well known for their food and?
The ambience. The ambience is just gorgeous. It's one of the most fabulous hotels in San Francisco.
And isn't that one of the hotels also that for the holiday season, for example, for Easter, they have a big display, big rabbits, you take the kids there. For Christmas, the same thing?
Yeah. For the holidays, they go way out at the Fairmont. I know the Christmas, they do the gingerbread house, and it's really huge, and people from all over the world come. And look at just the Fairmont displays. It's a beautiful, gorgeous hotel.
And the Breakfast Club members, what kind of people are these in your club?
Well, the Breakfast Club members are retired business owners. They are retired government workers. They're nonprofit workers, leading some of San Francisco's huge nonprofits. Some of them are retired principals and school teachers.
When you say the word retired, are most of the members retired?
A lot of the members are, but not all of them.
Not all of them, right. Because
Yes.
wasn't Linda Bulgo, I remember, she used to be with the SF Babylon, or the
Babylon, one of the
right, that's right, one of the singers. One of the singers.
Exactly.
And she's still working. And
yes,
then,
she's still working.
And
There's
then
a lot
there
of people
was
that
another
still
member there that I saw that used to work in City Hall when I was there in the 80s with Carol Ruth Silver.
Yes.
So there are quite a few members. And we should also give a shout out to Fortunada.
Oh, Fortunata was one of the principals of the schools
Fortunato
for many,
Oliva?
many years. Yes, Fortunato Oliva for
Right.
many, many years.
And-
And yeah, she's retired, but she's doing really well, and everyone loves Fortunato. And she was also one of the former presidents.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
so, being the president, what does that entail?
So being a president is an honor. Being a president of the San Francisco Breakfast Club is an honor of being president of an 80-year-old social club. It's one of the most prestigious social clubs in San Francisco, and it's long-standing for 80 years.
So, in the 80 years, what would you say is one of the most significant changes you've seen happen within the club?
What I've seen is, it's from when I started to now, it's not a lot of changes.
Well, I was referring specifically to how the program or the club used to be called the San Francisco Women's Breakfast Club.
Originally, yes.
And now,
Yes,
and it had
okay,
nothing.
great.
It had nothing to do with the hashtag Me Too movement,
Yes.
because you began to allow
Yeah,
men
men.
to join in what year was
Yes.
that?
Men started coming in maybe about 2007, 2008, somewhere around there, I believe.
2007.
So,
okay.
yeah, I came in 2007, and so there
And
were
the
a
men
few
were already there.
And the men were already there.
Oh, okay.
So, a few, but there are more coming. And so originally, it was 4 women who got together in the 1930s and started the Breakfast Club to celebrate their birthdays. And then they started bringing in other people, and it grew. At one time, they had 400 members.
And so the original intent was that people were going to come and have their birthdays celebrated.
Yes, and
what
have
do you-
fun.
And have fun. And what do you do for the birthday celebration?
So the birthday, we have a birthday table for everyone who has a birthday that month. And we sing happy birthday. They have champagne. They have a candle on their desserts, and we just go all out to celebrate their birthday.
And then all the members also write them cards.
Each person, the members of the club, give cards for each person. So that person go home with a stack of birthday cards. They feel really special for their birthday.
There you go.
So, yeah.
And you also do another activity that I think is fun and considered more like getting involved. And that is the members bring raffle
That
gifts.
is so much fun. So the members bring raffle gifts. Every month we have raffles, and every quarter we have a special raffle. So the special raffle is really beautiful gifts.
And the special raffle includes items such as crystals, bottles of wine,
big bottles of
big
wine.
bottles of wine.
Yes. Beautiful jewelry. Yes.
fine jewelry.
Paintings, art that you wouldn't get, ordinarily. And it's really a lot of fun. So everybody's buying the gifts, and the raffle money assists the Breakfast Club to continue to grow, and then we, do other things. And we also have a portion of that where we give to a charity at the end of the year.
Wonderful,
Yeah.
wonderful. And so to get back to the membership. So the membership is voluntary, and people find out about the club, and they have to be sponsored by a member to
Correct.
be brought into the club.
Yes.
And then the person that's brought into the club comes to 6 events.
They come to 3.
3. Oh, just
Three?
3, and you
Yes.
become a member.
That's correct.
Okay, so 3 events, and then you become a member, and then after that, you have to hold up your own weight by bringing gifts,
Yeah.
and also buying raffle tickets,
Right.
and having a good time.
Having a good time, and in that good time, we have some of the best entertainment.
That's right.
Oh my
Let's talk
goodness.
about the entertainment.
Entertainment is just
Yes.
fabulous. A couple of months ago, we had the world champion salsa dancers.
Oh,
And they were throwing each other in the air. It was just you know, something you see on television. We have opera singers. We have some of the most classic dancers and performers in San Francisco, and sometimes they're visiting San Francisco and they're living in other countries, other states, so we get to enjoy that for a half an hour, and that's like really fabulous.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, it is.
That's great.
Yeah.
So what are some of the other advantages to joining a social club like this?
For one, it's coming to the Fairmont, one of the most exclusive hotels in San Francisco, enjoying the ambience, then getting dressed up. You're getting out dressed up. Some of the ladies wear hats, like I'm wearing a hat today. They're wearing, you know, their finest clothes. The men always come in suits and ties. And it's just a time to enjoy each other. Again, getting dressed up, eating food at the Fairmont Hotel, and then enjoying the fabulous performance, and then you might win a raffle prize, and it's so much fun with that.
And with the raffle prizes, you give those at the end of the
at the end of
well,
the day.
it's called San Francisco Breakfast Club, but it's actually lunch you're serving, because
exactly.
you
It's
get
a
there at
brunch
10:30
lunch,
and
yes.
it's a brunch lunch
Yes,
type of thing.
it is.
Right. And then I also noticed that when you have the birthday people, they have a special table that they sit on, and they can also bring other people with them, sometimes their mothers or their
Right,
sisters.
that's correct.
They can invite their families to
Yes.
join them. And is that more or less how the membership grows, by people bringing their spouses?
They bring their spouse, they bring their friends, they bring just want other people who are want to have a really great time. Come to the Breakfast Club, and it's people come and they come as guests, and they decide, I want to stay. This is a lot of fun.
And tell me about some of the people on your board.
I love my board. I have a fabulous board. We're about 12 people who are on the board. Each person contributes to, they get the entertainment, or they put up the decorations, they send out cards, and we all have such a great time together.
And so your membership chair, I know, is Dr. Ronnie.
I love Dr. Ronnie.
Dr. Ronnie. Her official name is Elva. Her last name is Elva Bach. Her first name is Ranveig.
Yes.
She's Norwegian.
Yes.
And so she is one of the people that first brought me in, along with Ursula.
Yes, she is.
And I understand from her that you are going to be celebrating the 80th anniversary, and you have a couple seats available for some new members.
We have seats available for new members. We're asking for the 80th anniversary. We want everyone to come in. We want the judges and the council people and the mayor and the nonprofit workers and teachers, you know, people who would love that type of ambience. We're inviting everyone in to come and celebrate the 80th anniversary. Get to a glimpse of things, that how things started or how things were in the 1930s. And we still try to keep that same ambience and the same decor, you know, today.
Oh, yes. I think that just the table decorations alone are phenomenal. And a lot of people put a lot of work into them. And you also go on Eventbrite. And who's the gentleman that's in charge of the Eventbrite?
Yeah, he's also in charge of a nonprofit.
And his name is?
His name is Ken Henderson.
Ken Henderson. So we're giving a shout out now to your board.
Ken,
so we want to mention the names. Who are some of the other people that put in a lot of work?
Mailer.
Doris.
Doris gets there early in the morning. We get there between 7:30 and set up everything. And we go way out with decorations. You know, decorating the table for each month is a different theme.
That's right.
And so,
and then sometimes, as I recall last month, it was held after Easter, but it was still an Easter brunch.
Yes, it was because that was the month of Easter.
Right.
So that was an Easter month. So it wasn't that, Easter was before or after. We celebrate that theme.
So sometimes then the days overlap, and usually you hold the event once a month, and it's normally on, is it the second Monday or the first
Normally it's the second Sunday.
Second Sunday,
Sunday,
right.
yeah.
And but sometimes you have special events at
Sometimes
the
we
Presidio.
have, like the Spinnaker, we do the Summerfest.
That's right.
In Marin.
That's in
the
Marin.
Spinnaker.
When is
Oh,
that?
yeah.
That event's also on a
that
regular based
It's
date.
the second Sunday in July. It's
Second
always
Sunday-
in July.
Always in
And we
July.
celebrate the members that have been giving to the club and helping and welcoming people, and it's more of a casual dress, and sometimes we have a theme, and we just have a really great time. We do raffle prize there too.
So
Yes.
the raffle prizes are sometimes big beautiful plants, and sometimes jewelry. And the raffle helps pay for the overhead for the event that's held at the
Exactly.
Fairmont. When they first started doing the breakfasts or lunches at the Fairmont, what was the fare? Is it the food still the same, or have you seen an improvement or a change? Because with food right now in San Francisco, we have 44,000 restaurants,
Right.
and so the reason one goes to the Fairmont
Right.
is so that we can get the ambience, yes, but also the food is excellent.
There's a new chef there, so the food, he's doing a great job. We have, had several chefs doing the course, and like hotels there, some are better than others, but right now we have a really great chef,
So there's
it's
a
fine.
great chef, and we also get to experience, for example, during the Christmas season, I remember you did a big campaign for the Toys for Tots.
Toys for Tots we've been doing for the last maybe three or 4 years. The Toys for Tots were given by the United States Marines, so they come in uniform and collect the toys that we give, donate to the kids. So that's been great. And before then, we did Salvation Army, and donated to them and have a speaker on what the Salvation Army is doing. So we've done a lot of things and to contribute to the community as well.
Oh, wonderful.
Yes.
And so if you were to tell our viewers, what is the one thing that you want to share with the viewers about the significance of the San Francisco Breakfast Club?
It is a very classy club. It is a lot of fun, and you get to see some of the best entertainment. And the cost is, as the Fairmont also reduced the cost for us because we've been there for 80 years. So we're not paying what the normal rate of the lunch is. So you get everything and time to really enjoy yourself at this fabulous club. So.
And let's talk a little bit more about the 80th anniversary.
Yeah.
So if we go back 80 years, that was the 20s, correct?
In the 30s.
And the 20s and the 30s.
20s, 30s, yeah.
20s,
in
30s.
that era, yeah.
So are we going to be
We're going to dress in the
dressed
20s
in the 20s and the 30s?
80th anniversary, come in and dress in the 20s
So we're going to get to wear
era.
gloves
The
and
gloves,
hats.
the hats, the pearls.
And the military shoulders too?
Oh, yeah, we can do that, for sure. So you can just Google and look at, what people wore in that era, if you don't already know, and get, wear your hats, and yeah, it's going to be a great time.
So it's a costume party now.
Oh, yes.
It's turned into a costume party. So there you have it. You've got all the tips that you need to know to participate with the San Francisco Breakfast Club.
And we also have a Facebook page. We have a Facebook page. So look for the San Francisco Breakfast Club Facebook page.
So Valerie, can you tell us a little bit more about your board members?
I can. My first vice president is Doris Mailer. And I love Doris and what she does for the club. She does the decorations. She does the bookkeeping, and she's now training someone else to take over that. But she's been doing the bookkeeping for like 10 years. And she's really right there with me.
10 years is a long time. You have to keep track of everyone's membership and how they receive their information.
She's really good. She can count every penny of the Breakfast Club. So, and then we have the second vice president, which is Ken Henderson, and Ken does the entertainment. So Ken is also over Nonprofit for AIDS. He does big, fabulous shows in San Francisco. So you can look up his name and find out all the wonderful work he's doing to give back to the community. Can bring on some fabulous entertainment.
And also, he handles the Eventbrite page, which is a lot of time and a lot of work, and that's always very professionally done.
He puts in a lot of time with Eventbrite. He also does the invitations that we send out, put those together. So he gives a lot of his time to the Breakfast Club.
Okay, let's go on to the...
And then we have our membership chair is Ronnie. Ronnie is Dr. Ronnie Farron. And Dr. Ronnie is also author of a book on health.
The Food Tree, which, by the way, we've had her on 3 times on our show.
That's really great.
And you can see all her shows on YouTube.
And she gives a lot. She's our crisis intervention. So sometimes these elderly ladies are kind of stuck in their ways. They're beautiful, but she knows how to handle crisis. When people are great, she's really, really great with that. And I love that. So she's so good with the people. It's just beautiful.
And then we have the next person?
And then we have Pearl Charenton. Pearl Charenton she's one of the directors on the board. Pearl gives a lot of herself. She has done several fundraisers for her own, and what she does is work with the children. With Children's Hospital, she's done fundraisers, and she's really about the children. And she did one of the decorations with the Western. We did a Western theme, and she went
how nice.
way out and did, the line dancing. We had that. And so she contributes a lot as well. We have Cindy Kelly. And Cindy sends out all of the cards for the Breakfast Club. If someone is ill, if they're in the hospital, if they're and the birthday cards also. Just to keep in touch with our members and let them know we're thinking of them. So she does a really great job of that too. And she sits over governing the birthday cards for everyone, making sure everyone has their birthday cards. And then we have Robert Beadle, and Robert is a realtor, and he just bought a brand new Tesla, which I had a test drive in. It's really, really great. So Robert is always looking to see how he can give up his expertise to the club and helping in various, transitions. And so we really welcome him. Everyone gives so much of themselves to the Breakfast Club. I have a great board, and we get along really well together.
And how many people are on the board?
12.
One for every month.
Yes. Yeah, I never thought of that. Yes. Yeah, that's a great idea.
And so for the 80th anniversary, then you're planning on having some special entertainment.
The 80th anniversary, we definitely have special entertainment, and our Linda Bogle, who is also on the board, is doing a theme. So we're going to have a little short play for that, talking about the 30th. So she's working on that, and Linda did, for Halloween, she put together a theme. for the Wizard of Oz. And so we had, and no one knew about it, so we had a surprise for the Breakfast Club members. We did, and I was a good witch. It was so much fun. Yes.
It sounds like a lot of fun.
It is a lot of fun.
Terrific. So are there any other board members or any members that are distinguished that we need to mention?
We had a lot of board members. Just want to, some of them have given of themselves that have passed on, and were past presidents. We have some presidents that are still with us, like Olivia, Dr. Olivier. Fortunata Olivia.
Yeah.
Yes, Fortunata has been with the club, and she's in her 90s, and she's very spry, and she looks
then she
really
would be
good.
called a legacy member.
Yes, I like that. You always have the
Legacy
greatest
members.
ideas. Yes.
And you're going to recognize some of these legacy members also
are
on
going
the
to
80th
recognize
anniversary.
Jody Stevens is another one.
Jody Stevens.
Jody Stevens, yes.
Okay,
the former
great.
past president.
So if you're out there and you used to be a member of the San Francisco Breakfast Club,
Yes, please
now's
come
your
back.
chance to come back and join in on the fun.
That's right.
That's fabulous. I want to thank you so much for joining our show.
Oh, it's so
And-
great to be here.
And we look forward to the 80th anniversary. So if you're interested in joining this club, they do have a Facebook page. You can also reach Miss Valeri Bocage, the president. You want to leave your email?
Yes, it's Valeri Bocage. It's Valeri, no E on the end, Bocage @yahoo.com.
So look for us on YouTube and stay informed.